So I'm under the tree, the pecan tree, and it's pouring with rain, and I may have to go in quickly because it's raining. I've just done that video where I'm talking about being traumatized, and I realized that, I was just feeding the cats, and, I was remembering the other cats that were here a long time ago, and I realized that, there's nothing wrong with these cats at all. I am just too traumatized to be able to deal with anything more than I'm already dealing with, and that's the truth. And added to that, I have the anxiety that, I'm giving them food because I still have food left, but when I don't, what's going to happen then? I'm concerned, really, and it's more stress that I just can't deal with. It's too much, really. But I want to be real. I'm a completely broken person, and it didn't happen by accident. I really want to explain. I'm so tired of this slander going on. When you're a targeted individual, anything that you say or do gets interpreted as something suspicious, or that you've done something, or that you're planning something, or and the fact is, it's their devious minds coming up with these things, because at least all the targeted individuals that I know, they're just innocent, but to the point of maybe being a bit naive, and I certainly was. And I think that's basically what they used against me. I can think of so many examples of that, where it was just my lack of experience of evil that I should probably do videos on this. It's very hard to talk about, it's very hard to explain, but this is too much for any human being, all right? I was strong to start with. I'm a strong person, I'm not a weakling, okay? But being tortured endlessly, having everything taken away, including my own children, even that alone would break most people, and I think they were counting on that. I've literally lost everything. And yes, I have this beautiful house, but let me tell you something. It is falling apart, and I have no money to fix it. All the holes where the rats came in, I've taped it up with duct tape, because that's all I had, that's all I could do, all right? That's the truth. The windows are broken, you can see there. I've just taped them up with duct tape. What am I going to do? In fact, there was a whole piece missing of the window round on the other side. I'm not going to go there now, but round that side. And that's where the rats were coming in, or some of them were. There's also holes up in the roof where the roof meets the wall. There are other and when I first arrived, and I still had a little bit of money from the inheritance, I was ostracized, and the roofing people just stopped talking to me, just at the same time as the guy stopped coming to cut the grass, okay? So this is what I'm up against, and it's too much for one person, and to be completely alone, and then to have, what they do that is so cruel. They dangle a carrot in front of you, like, look, you've got this one chance, but the chance comes with torture, all right? And this is, I'm telling you, that is an actual torture tactic, to make people think that it's over and that they're going to get a respite, and then to slap them down again. They've done that so many times, and I'm alone, okay? I'm alone, and I'm broken. I can't deal with this. I really need this to stop. I need it to stop, Please, please, I need it to stop. And there needs to be justice, because this mustn't happen to anyone else ever again. And this business of blaming the victims is just barbaric, cruel. And they're literally setting this up and normalizing it so they can use it as a form of social control. So anyone listening to this who cares about their grandchildren and everybody else's grandchildren, you know, would you like this to happen to one of your loved ones? Then you can't stay silent. You have to help to make it stop. Don't leave me standing here on my own. I can't do this on my own. And I know that God is with me, but sometimes you need humans. You know, I can't do this. It's too much. So please make it stop. Just please make it stop. Do you know, there's things I need to buy. I only have a little money, but there's things I desperately need to buy, like something to feed my chickens and the cats. And I'm frightened to go to the store, because every time I go, then they do the torture to me. The last time it was in the market basket, and that was, I think, more than a month ago. I can't remember. And I haven't been. This is a miserable video, and I'm sorry. I had actually planned to do the Healing with God one, but I don't think I can right at this time. But I will be doing a video talking about how I've kept myself alive. Because if you consider, you know, all the radiation poisoning from the directed energy weapons, you know, half my hair fell out between 2021 and 2023. You know, all the horrible things that they did to me. And I managed to, you know, not get seriously sick and to survive. And I'm going to talk about that. I really will talk about. And of course, it's all because of God anyway. But he does, look how much it's raining. He does actually give guidance. Okay, and I want to talk about that as well. By the way, it was God who gave me the guidance to get the, you know, the big metal bin. And if I hadn't have done the rats would have eaten all the flour and all the dry goods, and everything would have run out by now, because I only had a few like tin cans, and those are the things that the rats couldn't get to. I only had a few of those. And the rest was all dry goods like that. So God is great, but you know, torture mustn't be happening, not ever. And I want to say this: there is no excuse for it. Whatever excuse is being used, you know, if people are being told that I'm a very bad person and that I should be punished or whatever, fine, punish me if you want to. I'm not quite sure for what, but do it legally. You know, torture is a crime against humanity. There's a reason why it's illegal. Please do not do this ever. And there needs to be justice to make sure this never happens again. That's all I'm going to say.